Hey folks, all right, we are into the off season, which means I have been out here working on Baby D. And how about that? Baby D's up on a lift. I'm already finding things that I really like. Probably doing some stuff that maybe I wouldn't have done just for the simple fact you gotta lay on your back and do it the way I've done it my whole life. But had a couple of things I wanted to show you guys under the truck with using the lift. Kind of cool. All right, first thing I want to show you guys, got the fuel tank back in here, got the Holley pump mounted in the tank, got a dash 8 line run to a fuel filter, headed right on up front. Looking pretty good under here. What I was really thinking about that I wanted to show you guys, there's the little tiny rear end in this thing that we know is going to break. Let me set this camera down. Let's say you bought a $700 truck like I did here, and you don't know what gear ratio's in it. Well, I know a lot of you folks are going to say, well, there's a tag on the back of the rear end that tells you what it is. Well, let's just say there's not. So what I've did, just to, maybe you know how to do this, probably most of you watching do. So what I did, you can see here, I drew a silver mark on here. I got this piece of wood, and it is pointed at a silver stripe that I drew on the tire right there by the letter A. So you don't know what gear you got, but you want to figure it out. So here's how you do it. Let me move this around. Not exactly professional lighting quality here. So there's our stripe pointed straight across, and we are watching, and we're going to count how many revolutions it takes. There's 1 and 2. I'm watching this stripe I got on this tire over here. There's 3. So I am looking. Here comes our stripe on this letter A. Here it comes. And it is there. Oops, sorry, I bumped the camera a little bit. Let me get this all lined back up. All right, so that was 3.5 turns. What does that mean? 350 gear, that's what that means. So 3.5 turns, 1 revolution of the tire, 3.5 revolutions of the pinion here. And this thing does have a tag on the back of it. Can't see it very well, but it says right there 3.5. So I don't know if I want to call that a tech tip, but something I learned as a kid roaming around junkyards. Back then I was hunting like 8 3/4 rear ends for my old Mopars, and climb under a junk car, pick a spot on the tire, rotate 1 revolution of the tire, count how many times the pinion turns, boop, gear ratio, there you got it. So Baby D has a 350 gear in it. How long is it going to last? Probably not very long. At least if it ever gets traction, it won't. Another thing that I just thought about that we should cover while we're talking rear ends. Climbing through the junkyards. 1-wheel peels versus posi track, limited slip, whatever you want to call it. Let's go see what Baby D does when you spin the rear tire. Is it a posi? I don't know. Let's see. All right, back to the poor lighting. I've just got this stuck under here, but hey, we just got the lift in. We'll probably get some lights that do a little better job. So does Baby D have a posi, or is it a one-legger? I can tell you for sure that I'm really of the opinion that it's a one-legger, but if you push and turn the tire, if it's a posi, typically both wheels turn the same direction. If it is not, one wheel will turn one way and the other turns the other. So let's see what happens here. I don't know if you can really see that, but both wheels are turning the same way. Maybe Baby D has a posi. Doesn't matter. first time we hook it. This little tiny guy is not going to be able to stand the heat in the kitchen. Somebody comment down below, tell me what rear end this is, because I don't even know. I'm a Mopar guy, but I know Dana 60s. I know 8 3/4. I know that's got to be a tiny little ring and pinion gear. That's for sure. Baby D. All right, folks. So when I was talking to BimPack about getting a lift, I knew, like, you know, you can get a lift and it'll pick up Baby D. Now we're talking the big boy. This thing is my everyday driver. I don't even know that y'all have ever seen it on the channel, but anyway, big old Ram 3500 2011 model, got 222,000 miles on it. Last week, the change oil light came on. I'm like, okay, I knew the lift was getting put up. Knew the folks at BimPack sent me one that I told them, I got a big old truck. Now, we're fixing to put this thing to work. A little nervous about it. And it ain't about the lift, it's about positioning the truck and getting the arms under there where they need to go. Let's pick this big boy up. Like it ain't nothing. Burp. Right up, ready to go. Change the oil, put some Valvoline in this bad boy. I have a lift in the shop, y'all. This is great. I love it. All right, y'all. That will wrap up my first couple days with the new lift. Had Baby D up and down, I don't know how many times, just checking it out. But again, the big body Dodge was the real test. I was doing oil change. Just about to get that knocked out. Wasn't no problem. Up, down with big old Cummins dually. Guys, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. And who knows what we'll do next. It's that time of year that I'm going to be covering all kinds of different bases. Who knows? Guys, thank you. See you soon.